Photographing the natural world can be frustrating when an animal fails to appear or else does not behave as anticipated. Yet, when everything gels, the setting, the light and the wildlife, it is immensely rewarding. I'm Heather Angel and welcome to your course on wildlife and nature photography. We will look at how to gain an understanding of light, exposure and composition using the right equipment to take memorable animal portraits, action shots and photo stories. I have been lucky enough to earn a living as a wildlife photographer for several decades. Welcome to Lesson 1, Making a Start, which will cover equipment, metering and composition. When a large herd of elephants approached our jeep in Botswana, as the sun dipped behind them at dusk, a wide angle seemed the obvious choice, but this also increased the sky area. Therefore, I switched to a telephoto for this shot gained as the herd walked on either side of our jeep. This time, I was in the right place at the right time. For consistent good wildlife images, patience is a crucial factor. A troop of snow monkeys that lives in a thermal valley in Japan enjoy bathing in a natural hot pool. A gradual, slow approach was made with a wide-angle lens to get this shot of the monkeys bathing in midwinter. Remember, the welfare of an animal should always come first. No photograph is worth stressing an animal or putting it at risk. In the long run, it will be more rewarding to quietly watch wildlife interacting rather than rushing around trying to grab many shots. You will gain a closer approach to wildlife if you blend in with the surroundings. Not camo clothing from head to toe, just subdued colours such as greens and browns instead of a white t-shirt. Avoid waterproof trousers and anoraks that rustle and any Velcro fastenings, since the ripping sound will scare some animals. This great blue heron feeding its large chick on the nest was taken using a telephoto lens standing out in the open in a location where many photographers converge, so the birds were used to people. Superb wildlife TV documentaries, as well as the myriad of images on the internet, have helped to encourage anyone with a camera and a reasonable telezoom lens to capture their own wildlife shots. Digital cameras give you instant feedback and frame-filling images of approaching animals are possible by standing back and zooming in. But not all wildlife requires a long lens. This shot of a tame robin in a public garden was taken with a 105 macro lens, which was on the camera when the robin hopped into view. Compact digital cameras have the advantage of being small and lightweight, but the downsides are the small size sensor and the way the camera is focused. On a sunny day, it can be difficult to see the live view image unless a hood is fitted. Also, autofocus is much slower in live view mode, especially with moving subjects. However, any type of camera with a mega zoom x10 lens ranging from 30 to 300 millimeters can be used to photograph animals in their habitat or several animals such as this flotilla of Australian pelicans taken at the wider end of a zoom lens. Some pelicans were standing on rocks beside the water, so I walked behind them until I could isolate one with water behind. The stance was perfect for a portrait or upright format using the telephoto end of a zoom lens. The bird fills the frame without parts of other pelicans encroaching into the shot. If a zoom lens has a macro setting, it will be possible to zoom in for details such as the eye and part of the bill of a large bird such as the pelican as it stands motionless. Another downside of a compact camera is that holding a camera at arm's length to see the live view is much more likely to result in camera shake than by using a digital single lens reflex camera with your arms braced against your body. Any camera that has a fixed focus point in the centre of the frame tends to make for less creative compositions. However, if the focus can be locked by slightly depressing the shutter release, the image can be recomposed. With this mother brown bear with her 2 cubs, the focus point was moved onto the mother using a Nikon D3 camera.